Yo, what's going on? ATG here. I want to make a quick video just on the last 2 weeks, or not even 2 weeks, I would say the last 3 weeks to the last month of what's been going on with me when it comes to diet, just overall health and nutrition. So, I'm currently sick. Um, Started getting sick maybe yesterday. Felt it during in the morning, and then as I went through the day, it started getting worse and worse and worse to the point where I pretty much didn't sleep at all last night. Sore throat, headache, like body pains, joint pain. Seems like it's COVID, feverish. Seems like it's COVID. I did a test, came back negative, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna wait till I get some more tests because I'm actually all out, and maybe do like two more just to make sure. But I believe the only reason I even got sick in the first place, whether it's COVID or not, is because I made my immune system susceptible to being sick, and I did that through what I believe was poor diet, uh, poor interpersonal relationships where, just being involved with toxic people, stressful situations, stressful people, etc. Right? Now, the reason why I want to talk about this is it's completely anecdotal, but I believe it's important because I know there's a lot of people probably similar to me that's unsure as to whether or not all their ailments and all their problems and their mental fogginess and their lack of motivation and their on and off mood swings, depression, the motivation to all of it, acne, just everything in general, right? There's a lot of people who go through that stuff and they're not sure why. And I've come to a point where I've concluded that it all is your diet. It's all your food and what you consume. So I went on a little experiment with myself. For about 2 weeks, I ate pretty much nothing but organic, for the most part, animal product with organic fruits sprinkled in there. So it was organic milk, grass fed beef, grass fed, well, not grass fed, but organic, chicken. It was organic eggs. It was organic berries, so strawberry, blueberry, raspberry, and water and lemons. Because I would basically make juice with honey and lemons. I would blend up the lemons. That was my diet for about 2 weeks, right? What I noticed within a few days, skin started clearing up. My ability to, I guess you could say, break down thought or not have my mind just be running off when I'm trying to go to bed or just throughout the day, period, right? I would say that started to get better. Right? I started being able to go to bed and actually fall asleep quicker without my mind just going a million miles per hour. Usually, right now, my biggest issues with my sleep is that I wake up sometimes 4, 5, 6 times a night to pee. Yesterday night, which I didn't really sleep, but last night I literally woke up because I counted. I woke up 8 times between an 8 to 9 hour window to pee. Like, what is that, right? Um, that went away. I started waking up most, max twice, but most days it was once. Within the first few days, I started waking up only once to pee during the night, and for the rest of the night, I slept. I checked my sleeping charts on my watch, Samsung watch. My deep sleep went up by maybe. I went from getting maybe like 30 minutes of deep sleep to something like an hour and 30, hour and 45 minutes of deep sleep, right? I already talked about acne. Energy levels started feeling a lot more energetic, a lot more clear of mind. Mood wise, felt very stable for the most part. Energy levels throughout the day, very even, very straightforward for the most part. Not a lot of dips, ups and downs, right? And after maybe about a week and a half, I'm like, okay, like this is real. You know what I mean? Like it. For the longest time, I wasn't sure. Like I really was not sure if there's actually any merit to eating a completely clean diet and if it's actually worth it investing the time and money, etc. But I can clearly see it is. Because then what I did was, for the last week, I did the complete opposite. Still ate, beef and whatnot because I needed to get my protein in, but I started eating a lot of snacks, started eating like Costco muffins, started drinking sugary drinks. I started making fries in vegetable oil, deep fried in vegetable oil. You can see it on my face. Like I literally got zero sleep last night. Um, Started making fries in vegetable oil, right? Started eating, started drinking Ensures. If any of you know what Ensure is, it's just this type of meal replacement drink that's just really bullshit, right? It's filled with bullshit, right? Just started eating a bunch of processed foods, right? Ended up starting. I ended up starting to talk to somebody who is not really good for my mental health. Got super stressed out by getting involved with them once again. How do I turn the camera? I want to show you guys a squirrel just staring at me. Huh. I don't want to end up ruining the video though. Anyways, I don't know if you guys can see him. As soon as I started recording him, he moved. Well, anyways, so bad interpersonal relationships, right? Started getting stressed out by that. Within your first maybe like 2-3 days of eating like that, started not being able to go to sleep well. Started having running thoughts. Started having way more intrusive thoughts. Started waking up 4, 5, 6 times a night to pee. And then when I wake up, my mind is literally going a million miles per hour, thinking about the most random things, from singing songs in my head to hearing like podcasts to like making up random stories to thinking about sex to thinking about like feet to thinking about like trees to thinking about like the end of the world. Just the most random shit, right? Million miles per hour. Like imagine you wake up to use the washroom and your mind feels like it's on hyperdrive, right? That's my experience. That started happening again. Started getting a lot more acne. Started feeling the energy go from, high, low, high, low, high, low, right? Instead of just even all across the board. And then, lo and behold, started feeling sick yesterday. The day after that, which is today, I'm pretty much, I can say for sure I'm sick. Like I still have a headache right now. Still have a little bit of a sore throat. Still have phlegm in my throat. The joint pains and the body pains kind of went away a little bit. But what I believe that was, right, is I kind of put my body in a state of shock where I was eating clean for those 2 weeks. That shocked the body alone right there, because your body gets used to, your body adapts. It gets used to what you're giving it, right? So put my body into a state of shock. Started eating clean, started feeling better. And then I basically did the complete opposite. Put my body in a state of shock again. And I believe that is what made me susceptible to getting sick, which is why I'm sick right now. But the moral of the story is, I would say stress alone is like the second biggest factor when it comes to your overall physical and mental health, spiritual health. But aside from that, the diet thing is very real. The difference between eating ethically grown, grass-fed animal and animal products, organic fruits and vegetables, compared to eating processed food is crazy. The difference you feel is insane. And I think most people are so used to operating at 50, 60% and are so used to feeling like shit that they think that that's the norm when it's not, right? For myself, I can say that I feel like I operate at 60% maybe on a day-to-day basis because of my diet and lack of sleep, my pretty much chronic sleep deprivation at this point, right? I don't sleep, right? So I believe now. Like I was so skeptical before, but I 1000% believe now. You are what you eat. All your problems, majority of your problems, the majority of your diseases, the majority of your ailments, it all stems from diet, and I think it can all be fixed by diet. And this goes back to something that a lot of people used to say. They still say today, but a lot of people used to say back in the day. Popular not popular, but I would say people who weren't mainstream in the health space, right? They would say that the human body is not meant to be, disease ridden and filled with ailments and sickness, right? And that the body actually has everything it needs to heal itself, or all of the mechanisms to heal itself. But the issue is today, this day and age, we're not getting or giving the body the right nutrition, nutrients, the right nutrition it needs to actually heal and actually, flourish and thrive and break down old cells and regenerate new cells and etc. So, like the experience was too real. The fact that I got sick today made it all the more real. Like, I'm done. It's hard, but I'm done. I'm done eating the bullshit. Of course, you gotta live life. Of course, you gotta, special occasions, special times, you go have ice cream, go have this, go have that. And there's ways to eat healthier versions of those snacks as well, right? There's so many ways to make healthy food taste good. There's so many ways to make healthy snacks, right? But for the most part, I'm done with the bullshit. My diet from this day onward, well, I'm actually gonna fast for 3 days to try and reset my system, and then I'm gonna start eating a diet that pretty much consists of, I'm going to try my best to stay organic fruits, mainly berries. For a lot of reasons, I'm going to stick to berries, but organic fruit, some organic vegetable, and mostly organic grass-fed animal products. And that is going to be my diet from this day onward. If I can't eat that, then I'll eat more industrial grade, industrial raised cattle, non-organic eggs. If, for financial reasons, right? If I don't have access to that, then I will go to the middle tier, which would just be the industrial raised cattle, non-organic fruit, non-organic vegetables, etc. And if I can't even stay at that midline, if I'm at the point where just financially or for whatever reason I can't eat at that midline, I'm literally just not gonna eat. My word, I'm just gonna fast. I'm at a point now where I'm so serious about this and it's so real and I believe in it so much. I'm just literally not gonna eat if I can't eat good, healthy, nutritious, clean food that isn't filled with pesticides and folic acid and all this bullshit that pretty much is killing us, killing me. I can tell you that for sure, right? Like I can't imagine that somebody with chronic sleep deprivation lives past their 50s. You know what I mean? Like, it's bad. Like, I do not sleep. It's not good. I don't function well, right? And the way I see it is, yes, eating clean is an investment, but it's an investment in your health. And the longer you live, the more time you have to make that money back. The longer you live, the more time you have to experience life. The longer you live, the more time you have to build great relationships and experiences with people, right? The longer you live, the more time you have to succeed. So I see it as a downright 100% guaranteed return on investment to eat well. The amount of people I know that have diabetes and have high blood pressure and all of these things, and I look at what they eat and I'm like, okay, it's obviously because of the food you're eating, right? But they grew up in a different time. A lot of people, they just don't have that knowledge. They just don't have that perspective. This day and age, 2023, I would be a fucking fool to not absorb all this information that's out there, right, for the masses, and to use that to my advantage. So, long story short, point is, your boy's gonna be eating clean for the rest of his life. And if I can't eat clean, I'm just not gonna eat, right? The human body is built to operate and fast for multiple days if need be without food. You actually start operating better on a higher level when you are fasted. So, yeah. So anybody that's on the fence about eating clean, eating organic, eating grass-fed meats, staying away from the processed food, the chips, the top ramen, all of that stuff. If you're on the fence about it, you're not sure if it's worth it, if it's worth your time, your investment. And believe it or not, it's actually, in a lot of circumstances, cheaper to eat clean. Because what you'll notice is that when you eat a diet like the one I'm gonna go on, for example, yes, those certain foods are expensive, but what you'll notice is that you're eating a lot less food, first of all. Second of all, just your variety of food you're eating, period, is less. So instead of spending money on, like for me, I'm gonna spend money on eggs, milk, steak, maybe chicken, berries, right? Somebody that's not eating like that, they're gonna spend money on snacks, right? Condiments, maybe fruits, meat, vegetables, right? They're gonna buy ice cream. They're gonna buy chips. They're gonna buy like caffeinated drinks at Starbucks, bubble tea, sodas, all different varieties of chips and sodas, right? For example, and that's not even half of the things that you'd buy because your diet you eat processed food, right? There's a lot more processed man-made food than there is real food. You get what I'm saying? So you go to X person's house, they have beef, eggs, dairy, milk, right? Fruits and vegetables. You go to the other person's house, they have about 20 different variety of snacks, about three different varieties of pops, right? They have their meats, then they have their mashed potatoes and like frozen dinners and frozen pizzas. Bro, it's when you do the math, the person that's eating like that technically might actually be spending more money on food, believe it or not. So if financially that's your reason for not considering eating clean, I'd beg to differ and I'd ask you and challenge you to actually try it and look and see if you're actually spending, if not the same amount of money, less money on that type of food. So that's pretty much it. That's all I have for you guys. I'm actually outside just trying to soak up some sun right now because I know I can't just stay inside all day, right? Yeah, trying to rest and relax is what I need right now, but at the same time, I definitely need some type of exercise, which would just be at least walking. So I'm probably gonna go for a long walk soon here. But right now, I'm just trying to get some grounding in and get some sunlight because sunlight is everything, right? Vitamin D is everything. So yeah, man, that's my long spiel. Hope you guys get something from this video. Maybe you get some revelation yourself, right? Because I guess one other tidbit, like if you look at the popularity of like animal-based diets and the popularity of the carnivore diet, what you'll notice is that a lot of people are experiencing like life-changing health benefits, right? From going on these diets. And I don't think it's because an animal-based or carnivore diet is this Hail Mary, this godsend, right? This like perfect immaculation of foods that the human body is supposed to run on. I don't think it's necessarily that. I think more so what it is that you actually eliminate all of the bullshit from your diet because you're on the carnivore diet. And all of that bullshit you eliminate is actually what's causing you to start feeling better and start having like these life-changing health benefits. It's because you're getting rid of a bunch of nonsense that the body doesn't know what to do with. It's not because this diet is like this elixir of life, right? Just another tidbit I've come to notice when it comes to this whole carnivore diet thing. But anyways, I'm just ranting now. I'm pretty much done giving you guys the update. I'll check in with you. I'll probably make another video like this maybe in like 2-3 weeks of eating properly and just show you the difference, tell you the differences, speak my anecdotal difference and my benefits and how I've started sleeping better and feeling better and experiencing less brain fogginess and just more motivation and less mood swings, and which I know is all things that's going to happen, but I'll make the video anyways. I'll follow up to this video, and yeah, hopefully it encourages some of you to just try and make a change. All right, share the knowledge, share it with your older heads, share it with your grandparents, share it with your aunts and uncles who they don't have the same access to this type of information that we have now growing up, right? They're now getting it in their 40s and 50s. We had it since we were teenagers, right? So share the knowledge, try to be healthy, Try to be the best you can. Try to live the longest you can, and just do you. If you decide not to, if you decide to just do the same shit, be overweight, be fat, be sick, feel like shit, at this point it's on you. Later.